morning in Audubon. Good morning in Ashley. Thank you for making KFGO number one in the morning, number one all day long. The KFGO morning crew, Doug Lear, Bonnie Masadi, getting your Thursday set for you.
And we're also joined by KFGO IT expert Luke Beneke. If you have any questions for him, now is the time to call 237-5948, 1-800-880-5346, or you can text in your questions to our 702 Communications text number. That is 35270.
Good morning, Luke.
Good morning.
Well, let's get you to work because when we hear things about ransomware and healthcare, there are a lot of red flags that pop up.
Yep. Yeah, we've got a major ransomware attack on UHS, which is a major hospital clinic chain across the U.S. They have over 400 locations, over 3.5 million employees. And, they came out on Monday with a statement that they had been attacked with some kind of ransomware, they believe, and all their systems are offline. They're doing patient care with pen and paper, kind of like they did back in the old days, and they are stating that no patient data or employee information has been leaked out there or copied or mishandled in any way. But yeah, they're scrambling, and it's not looking good for them.
All right, Mickey texting in early this morning was already ready for you bright and early, Lucas. Mickey wants to know, how often should you reformat your hard drive on your computer?
By reformat your hard drive, I'm guessing you mean a fresh install of your operating system, because wiping your hard drive completely, I wouldn't recommend. But a fresh reinstall is something I used to do a lot more with Windows XP and Windows 7. Back in those days, I would do it every 6 months or so, if not every 4 months. But lately, with Windows 10, I think I've only done it like once or twice. It's things just don't start to run sluggishly like they used to. You don't have as many problems as you used to, at least in my experience. So yeah, it's been a lot less recently, and I guess my answer to that is as needed. Don't force if you don't have to, but I think I've done mine like 2 times maybe in the last few years.
What is reformat your hard drive versus, say, like a factory reset, or is that the same thing?
So a format would be when you take everything off, you wipe it completely clean, there's nothing on it. And a factory reset would be putting your operating system back to where it was out of the box. So,
all your personal stuff would go away, but like whatever
the operating system
things that
there,
were
like,
on.
like Windows 10. Yeah,
I got it.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
yes.
I don't know if I can say I've ever done regular reformatting, but I've definitely done refreshing the operating system, a new fresh install.
Great question, Mickey, listening to KFGO on the mobile app in Bismarck. Thank you for that. Another text coming in, 702 Communications Text Club. Lucas, my emails don't show up until I sign out. I sign back in, hit Control-Space F9 to wipe out emails, then sign back in. Then I will not get online. iPad's working fine, so they're using an iPad. They have to unplug the modem and wait a few minutes, reassemble, and everything works again. Any idea what's going on there?
That's really weird, because it's 3 different things they're saying there. One of them saying that you said that if I understood that right, the iPad's not working, or it is working.
Okay, the iPad is working fine, and so the emails, they don't show until I sign out. I sign back in, hit Control-Space F9 to wipe out emails, then sign back in. Then I will not get online. So I have to unplug the modem, wait a few minutes, reassemble, everything works again. Faulty modem or no?
It's possible that something's wrong on the modem side there, but if signing out and signing back in pulls in the emails, then that wouldn't be a modem. God,
okay, so would this matter and I don't use an iPad, my son does, but like if you reboot, might that be of help, or?
Well, if they're saying the iPad's working fine, then I'm guessing what they're saying here is that the computer is where they're not getting their their laptop or whatever. I don't know. I guess it's just kind of confusing the way that was worded, because I can't really tell. I suppose if you say Control-Space F9, then it's got to be on a keyboard. So then that's got to be on your computer, unless you have a keyboard for your iPad.
Okay, maybe you can correspond with them.
Yeah,
when we get there.
Because when you say the iPad's working fine, well, I need to know, is it everything else is working fine, or is it the computer?
Using
about?
2 different devices.
Right.
I gotcha.
Yeah,
okay.
I don't know exactly what's going on there.
And sometimes when texts are long, they come jumbled order. Well, often, all the time. If your text is long, it comes in jumbled order.
Yeah, it doesn't come in one piece if it's a long text. It comes in 2 or 3 pieces.
And sometimes 5 or 6 if people are really typing.
And then we got to scroll through and try to piece them together. So
If you have any questions for KFGO IT expert Luke Beneke, he is here to help you. 237-5948, 1-800-880-5346, or you can text in your questions to the 702 Communications Text Club. I have one, and I had a new upgrade on my phone this morning. I haven't noticed any issues, but I had another upgrade a couple months back, and when I'm downloading files, it'll say your files are available offline. Like, why is it doing that?
That's to tell you that your files, it's usually syncing up to your Google Drive if you have an Android.
Yeah, I do.
You have a Galaxy, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so it's typically syncing your files with your Google Drive there, and it's telling you that you can access your Google Drive files on your phone without having to have an internet connection. So let's say you're up in the backwoods or something like that, and you don't have any service anywhere, you're still going to have those files available because your phone has synced up with your Google Drive.
So kind of an unnecessary. I thought like my internet was dropping or something.
Nope. If it's saying they are available offline, then yeah, it's just saying that you can access those files at any time without having to use data or anything like that. So.
KFGO IT expert Luke Beneke here to answer your questions. A couple more minutes. 237-5948, 1-800-880-5346. Text in to the 702 Communications Text Club, 35270. Text here, Lucas. And I know we've discussed this a lot, but we've got different listeners all the time. People forget. A good, free antivirus.
Yep. We've said this one a few times, but I will keep saying it because they work great. If you have Windows 10, obviously you have Windows Defender built in, and that's a decent program for what it does. The Windows built-in antiviruses have gone a long way. Otherwise, like Avast is good, AVG is good, Malwarebytes is good. I can recommend any of those three all day, every day.
Very good. Saw a cool news story on this, and it's something that Amazon is doing, I think, like at their Amazon store in Seattle, where instead of, like swiping your card or whatever, they'll do like palm recognition, like face recognition, but palm recognition to pay.
Kind of like a fingerprint scan, but with your hand?
Yeah. What do you think of that?
That's interesting. Why not? At this point in time, why not do it?
Well, because don't touch more things than you need to touch kind of thing. So under the program, customers at those Amazon stores just flash their palm for entry into secure areas to buy things. Amazon says the palm scans have two advantages. They are more private than other types of biometrics, and they don't require contact.
Sure. Yeah, and I'm wondering if part of that is because of the
mask
mandate. Exactly. I've seen stories about how facial recognition is getting messed up because of the masks. It's still pretty good, but depending on the type of mask you're wearing and everything, it's not as good as it used to be. So I wonder if that's another way they're getting around it.
I know Dan Cash, our manager, was around me a couple weeks ago, and he was trying to do something on his iPhone, and he had a mask on.
Yep.
And it wasn't recognizing him, so it was kind of funny. All right, here, Luke, text coming in, 702 Communications Text Club on the iPhone. Why do pictures coming in via text sometimes say they have to download and it takes forever?
If it says they have to download, they should download automatically, but that might be a setting inside your message app there where you can tell it not to automatically download pictures unless they're over, maybe it's a certain file size. I'm going to be completely honest here. I'm not an Apple user. I don't have an iPhone, but I'm guessing there's a little slider in your settings where you can tell it which pictures to download if they're below a certain size, or maybe only download when you're on Wi-Fi. Because if you're downloading pictures all the time when you're on like your mobile network like Verizon or AT&T or whatever, you're going to be chewing up data all the time. So maybe you've got it set to Wi-Fi only on that.
Interesting. All right. Hey, Lucas, thank you.
Yep, thank you.
Always a great help. That's KFGO IT expert Luke Beneke. He pops in studio every Thursday around 7:40 to help with your technology